21-year-old top 30 prospect for Jorbit Vivas. Right, that's right on. Woo. Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me. You know, we sent Dylan Cruz down because he couldn't hit, so we just brought in a guy who bats 160 to replace him. Now, Vivas doesn't play the outfield. He's a second baseman. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. He's a slow version of Nasim Nuñez who doesn't play the field as well as him, nowhere near as fast as him, and doesn't hit as well as him. I just don't get it. I assume Vivas is going down to AAA, but maybe not. Is he taking Jose Tina's spot? I think he is actually, so why? I don't understand. And I don't understand why they gave up Sean Paul Linan for Vivas. So Sean Paul Linan was part of the Alex Call trade last year, obviously, with the Dodgers. And Linan, we talked about him at the time. He was a guy who had to make starts in AAA Oklahoma City for the Dodgers because they had a bunch of injuries going around. Didn't pitch that well in AAA, but got sent back down to single A after. And the Nats only used him in one game last year before I believe they shut him down due to injury. So he pitched one game in Wilmington and didn't pitch that well. Pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 hits and 3 runs. But they shut him down, obviously, for the rest of the year in high A ball. And we assumed, okay, well, he's just going to be back, obviously, this year, probably starting in Wilmington. I believe he was the 27th ranked prospect for the Nationals in their farm system, and we trade him. Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it at all. I mean, if this was a prospect swap, I understand they just didn't like what Linan had. I get it, but he's 21 years old, and we're going to give up on a 21-year-old prospect for Jorbit Vivas. And everything that I saw out of Linan, at least when I went back and looked at all this stuff, really struggled to throw for strikes. Fastball wasn't the best, but it's like, again, the guy's 21 years old. And he was a top 30 prospect. I know that list, again, it doesn't, ultimately, like, okay, who cares if the 27th ranked prospect compared to the 31st ranked prospect? You just don't know what you're going to get, obviously, when you're looking down at those minor league teams. But still, I just don't get it. I don't think that Jorbit Vivas is the guy to trade a top 30 prospect for. And also, too, Jorbit Vivas is going to get cut by the Yankees anyway, which, again, the Nationals didn't want to have to place a waiver claim on him. If they really liked Vivas, they didn't want to have to place a waiver claim and, wait for that. So they just traded for him outright because they knew that, the Yankees were going to bite on anything. Nationals presented the Yankees with a top 30 prospect, and the Yankees were like, oh, we're going to cut this guy anyway, so sure. If you remember that viral clip last year, and it went super viral, it went triple platinum everywhere, of Ron Acuna throwing a guy out at third from right field with the crazy cannon throw. Yeah, I wonder who was the runner. Oh, it was Jorbit Vivas. Right, no, the guy that had 160 last season hit 1 home run at Yankee Stadium, albeit only 56 plate appearances, 9 for 56 at the plate, 1 home run. He's a negative WAR player. He's a negative .3 WAR player. I hope he starts in AAA, but I gotta believe he's gonna take Jose Tina's spot, which I just don't understand. Again, he's a slower Nasim Nuñez who can't hit as well. Why?